Oh,
I'm just staring off into the distance. Don't mind me.
oh my goodness, who's here?
Hello, everybody.
Everybody who's not here, what up?
Oh,
Staring off into the distance. Don't mind me. Oh my goodness, who's here? Sorry, it opened.
Hello, everybody.
Sorry, it was like it opened up delayed on my computer. Let me just tweet out that we're live. So
rookie mistake.
It's been a day.
I feel that.
I had my failed acupuncture appointment. Like,
it didn't go well.
I hated it.
Was it a white man?
It was.
That's why.
A white man? No.
No, seriously though, you gotta go to an Asian acupuncturist.
Yeah, totally like having a white man, he was like, we're gonna direct the chi with the. I was like, that sounds scientific. I was like,
my mom sees this like old Chinese lady who was like, she knows everything about everything.
Like a Chinese person in Salisbury to see. All right, you want to give it like a few more minutes in case anyone is gonna come?
Yeah, give them a chance. Even if they don't want to take it, we gotta give them a chance.
Gotta give them a moment. How's your spooky? Oh wow, Mara sent me 3 voice memos. I will listen to those later.
Let's share with the class.
Everybody.
Hear what Mara has to say.
I'm sure it's good. I told her because I looked up a spell. I was Googling spells for chronic pain. And then apparently, I don't know if you know this, people are selling spells on Etsy.
Yeah, and I did know that.
Yeah, like it was like make them regret what they did to you for $50. I was like, no.
Yeah, let's not.
Are you snacking this evening? I have this really hastily thrown together margarita and Cheez-Its.
I have a protein bar and ginger candy.
I have Skittles somewhere on my desk too. Wow. Amazing.
Look at us.
Look at us. So you've never seen the movie, right?
I have not, but I've seen a documentary about the movie. So I have the general gist of it, but I've never actually seen it.
What was going on in the documentary?
They were talking about like Black people in horror and like just the history of how they've been portrayed and stuff like that. And this was a big talking point.
Yeah, I remember I watched it once with my sister and she criticized it and said it was very much a white savior movie. And I can definitely see where they got that from. It has vibes of that. It looks like they wrote that in the remake. It looks like it's going to be a different reason than why he comes. The remake looks tight. I'm ready.
I can't wait. We'll do a bonus episode when we see it.
Yeah. Okay. It looks like it's just us for the time being, but I'll keep you updated.
All right.
Are you ready?
Watch later.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, play.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, I'll drop the link to this legal way that I'm watching it.
Completely legal.
So if anyone pops in, they too can watch this legally.
It's also available to stream on Peacock, apparently.
Apparently. Who's to say?
Wow, old movies and their logos, really.
They really did some. TriStar doesn't even exist anymore.
What did it turn into?
I have no idea.
I'm sure somebody bought it.
I remember it used to have like a more epic like Pegasus opening. Mm-hmm. This is already so 90s. Like just everything about how they've chosen to open the movie. They got this font from iMovie. This is not as good of a score as many other horror movies.
That's okay. At least this movie has Black people. That's something.
There's only like 1 or 2 white characters.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this
Yeah,
white woman's like doing research on the legend of Candyman, and like all the black people in the neighborhood are like, "Don't go fucking with that." And she's like, "I
does
think
it
I
have
will."
anything to do with like the real serial killer that they called the Candyman?
Um, I can't remember. I know the remake is going off of that, like the razor blades and the apples and stuff. I
Mm,
think this is like, I don't want to spoil it. It gives him like a really fucking dumb, offensive backstory.
of course. I know it's based on a Clive Barker story, and he was not only white but British. So
Yeah, because the real like razor blades and the candy and like cyanide and the apples and was a white person.
yeah,
Like a white guy did that. So
hmm
it's a little weird that we
it's a weird choice.
well, because Jordan Peele said he like wanted to Forbidden by Clive Barker. We should read that. Said he wanted to
Mhm.
kind of like because this was like a seminal thing for like showing black people in horror, but it didn't age well. He wanted to like reclaim it and make it with an entirely black cast and black narrative. So I'm very excited to see. Yeah, my sister didn't
Ooh,
like it.
voice.
I don't like it either.
What a voice! Oh my god.
That's Candyman. The guy who plays him is good looking. I think his voice is so sexy.
Mhm.
Yeah, my sister has this huge phobia of insects, so she wasn't a fan of this opener.
Wow.
I also, for dressing appropriately for today, I have a bee tattoo on my ribs. So
There you go.
there you go. What more could you want?
No, like the way his voice was so commanding, I literally was like,
And you're like, oh, we've begun. I think this was like his first big role, if I'm remembering correctly. I could be wrong, but I swear I watched a video essay about this and they said that.
mm.
Okay, so yeah, it is talking about I totally forgot this how it started. This is like literally how Halloween opens. Oh my god, who cares? Oh, now I remember this.
Why is this sexy talk?
You don't talk about that when you're about to fuck?
Have you heard of Candyman?
Mhm. This is ridiculous. Would you do this? Would you just to see? Like, because I would not.
Mm, probably. I mean,
Like, after this movie, would you go do it?
no. When I was a kid, though, I would have.
I would never do this now. I didn't do Bloody Mary as a kid. I don't trust that.
I did. I did all the stupid stuff you're not supposed to do as a kid.
Mm-mm. I'd play with a Ouija board, though. I feel like that's a dumb thing I would do.
Hmm. I used to make my own Ouija boards.
That's so fun.
Horrible.
She kind of looks like the lady in National Treasure.
Mm. Oh, oh.
What's even the motivation to do it? Like, you don't get anything fun out of it.
That's quite a haircut.
I mean, the 80s had just ended.
We weren't even alive yet. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is the type of 90s that we weren't there for.
thank God. Yeah, they're like grad students or something. Like, this is a dissertation.
Mm.
I do remember thinking this was like a little slow the first time I saw it.
Mhm.
Who's afraid of this movie? Racist. The cinematography of this movie is not good.
Mm. I feel like they're relying very heavily on the setting already.
They are, and these weird voiceovers, like the scenes are choppy.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this white college they're at.
I saw like one black person.
I don't, maybe. What is this class? Urban Legends 101? What is this? Urban society.
Emphasis on the urban.
We all know what they meant by that back in the 90s.
Mm.
The caucasity of this classroom. My goodness. Oh, I think that's like her boyfriend or something.
The professor?
Yeah, or it might even be her husband.
Ew.
Mm-hmm. Yep, husband.
Disgusting.
This is definitely one of those horror movies that's like, let's spend way too long trying to make you care. That's why the Conjuring movies pop off. They're just like, we're going to start with an exorcism, actually.
You gotta bookend it. Start and end with the
Start
exorcist.
ends. Get me interested. Look at this hoe.
Mm.
She knows those pants are working for her. I hate
He's so ugly though.
I hate Matt. Like, this woman's hair is something, but she's stunning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sir, you're balding. Check your privilege. And his name's
Pictures.
Trevor. Ew.
It is an urban legends lecture.
What is this class? Yeah, that very strict urban legends curriculum that all universities have. Look how old this is that they're typing on. This is back when, like, literally, like, only colleges had the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Listen how loud that keyboard is.
Yeah. Did you have a computer like that growing up?
Our computer wasn't that old that it was like a blue screen, but we did have a black and white computer for most of my childhood. We got a color Mac that was like a big fuck. We still have it. We like never got rid of it. It's just like a memento sitting in the house. It looks pretty cool.
You got a Mac, wow. Fancy.
It was we always had Macs. We just had like this it was pretty much like that. It's just the screen was black and white, not blue.
Mm.
And then my mom like saved up for a while to get a color Mac, and it was the kind where you could see in the sides.
Mm.
We were obsessed with that. Remember back in the day, you'd had like a computer room, like the room designated for the computer.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I've got 2 computers going right now.
Yep.
These white folk want to talk to us. It's like, okay, offensive. You can just tell the people who wrote this were like, I'm doing something.
The director was also white and British, from what I know.
Yeah, I was just pulling up IMDb. Bernard Rose sure sounds like a white man to me. Oh, it is. I have never met a janitor who would want to like indulge in your bullshit like this at night.
Mhm. Like, leave me alone.
I was after school late a lot growing up since my mom worked there, and like the janitors were polite, but they were like listening to their music and doing their own thing. They were trying to get in and out. They weren't like, "Oh, let me tell you a tale." Like the way like witnesses talk in TV and movies is not how anyone would speak about these events. Like it's so clearly rehearsed. Like, "Oh yeah, I recall that memory like it was yesterday."
In great detail.
Oh, she just cracked her neck. She's so relatable. Oh, it's the research scene. We got it really early.
Your favorite.
My favorite. Love a research scene. Drink every time there's a research.
For what, 12 minutes? We've been watching this for 12 minutes, and already I can tell like the black actors that they hired are outshining all the white actors.
Yeah.
Which is
wait till Candyman gets there. Candyman is gonna blow you away. He's the best part of the show.
I know he's already know he's my favorite character.
He's stunning, and the voice. My sister was like, "He's creepy." I was like, "He's sexy." What are you talking about? And my sister was like, "You're so weird." I was like, "I know for a fact other people want to fuck Candyman. I've been on the internet." And out of all the like horror characters I think are hot, Candyman is the like least weird. He's still a human. He just has a hook hand. Ableism.
Seriously.
His hook hand looks gnarly as fuck in this though, because he still got like his meaty stump hand all bloody.
Mm.
You like how they gave her the sassy black friend, who's a very light-skinned black woman, because they're progressive. Thank God this white woman has come along to figure it out. She's like, "I know you black folk have been struggling for years, but I swooped in with my thesis and was like, hey, you can look at this like white woman appropriative apartment with like her African statues there on the table."
It's also a huge apartment for Chicago.
Yeah, like that fucking teacher salary pulling in 6 figures here. This era of the 90s, like all women dress like lesbians.
Mm-hmm. Must have been really hard for actual lesbians.
I mean, it's like I feel like we're shifting back that way, and I'm gonna need straight girls to stop it. Like, ladies, pack it up. That's unsettling.
Why?
I saw a
Why?
TikTok where this girl realized there was like a hollow room behind her medicine cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
That would freak me the fuck out. Are you kidding?
Too, and then they never I never saw a part 2 or anything, so I was like,
wow, this screenwriter did the most. Oh, wow, I wonder what they're gonna do now that they're looking at a mirror. We're straight, like straight women are so entertained by everything. Like they're just always like giggling and shit, and it's like, what?
Oh, here we go.
Wow, I wonder what's gonna happen.
5 seems like a lot.
5 times, yeah.
They just want to make sure you really don't do it on accident.
I referenced that in my novel where he's like, yeah, say my name 3 times like Bloody Mary or Candyman. And she's like, Candyman is 5 times. He's like, we get it. You've seen horror movies. Look at that typewriter.
Beautiful.
I hate typewriters.
They're really expensive now.
They're just so hard to use. You gotta like punch it.
Oh. Terrifying.
You know when you think someone's trying to rape you, so you try to turn the light on, like instead of get away. Ew, imagine that guy touching you. I know, that's gross. Why would you want to? Oh, Mar's here.
Hello.
Hi, Mar. Welcome to the madness. This soundtrack is not good. This score is not
It
good.
really sounds like royalty-free horror music.
This is probably like B-roll footage. They didn't even film these establishing shots. Get it? Because they're going to a bad neighborhood.
Mm.
No one's gonna, those women don't look like cops. They're really having like the black woman be like, it's dangerous. And the white woman be like, we'll be fine. Why do you want to go so hard for this?
She's a ghost killer.
Bitch, it happens every day. Like, go to Ireland. They've been doing that since the beginning of time. There's people in Ireland that'll still be like, that was a fairy for sure. My kid's a changeling, 100%. Oh, here we go back to that music.
It's scary. It's a housing project.
Did you ever see The Blind Side?
Mm-mm.
There's like this whole scene where they go to like a scary ghetto neighborhood, and just Sandra Bullock's character's all like, you gonna take care of me, right? And he's like, I got you. And it's like, they're just neighborhoods.
White people shouldn't be allowed to make movies about black people.
Yeah, it should be illegal. This is not what happens. I dated a guy who lived in like one of these bad neighborhoods in high school. And when I got there, it wasn't like everyone was like, oh my God, because like white people live there too. Like, you know, when like a white woman comes to the neighborhood and all the black men just stare at her in like the totally not offensive way of writing a movie.
I mean, I'm sure that happens, but like.
But in a movie, it happens immediately. It's the first thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that the people who made the movie had to pay off the gangs that, while they were filming in this location.
No, they did. No, that's true, I think. I didn't watch a documentary, but I watched a video essay.
Mm.
Yes, because wow, this movie is really something.
Honestly, it's pretty progressive that they think the ladies are cops.
I know. You know how cops travel with like giant purses, like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at this urban artwork. We're learning so much about their culture.
You think I could get something like this done for my living room?
Look at her with that fucking disposable camera, like she thinks she's something.
Mm-hmm.
Helen, you dumb bitch. That's why we don't invite you places, Helen.
Mm-hmm. Know your place, Helen.
It's that sense of poverty right there.
Mm-hmm.
These women are really treating people's poverty like a fucking circus attraction. She's acting like she's like a fucking archaeologist, a national treasure. Like Sherlock Holmes will be like, and that means this. She's like, that means the bathroom is over there. It's like, okay. That's how buildings work.
Were they expecting the body to still be in there or something?
I don't know. I mean, this is really dumb that they're doing this just because, like, you don't live there. Like, and, like, it's not like they tried to contact someone who lived, like, if I saw two random women wandering around my apartment complex taking pictures, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's what I thought they were going to do. I thought they were just going to try and talk to somebody there.
I can't remember if they do or not. I think they just want to get the pictures.
She's going to crawl through.
I mean, for real, though, someone could be squatting in there or something. There could be a dead body in there.
Yeah, for sure.
That's possible. Yeah, the only people who think this movie's super scary are racist.
That's not true. I've seen a lot of, like...
I'm kidding. Like,
the way I just took that at face value.
I was like, I'm being sarcastic. You were like, no. It does get really fucked up once it gets going. It just takes forever to get going. I love that she wore like a fucking like pantsuit to do this. Like, we're gonna go spelunking, dress conservatively.
Can't be caught in the projects without my suit.
Don't be wearing your sweats to this.
Gotta be looking like Hillary Clinton, who was indeed the first lady at the time, right?
Right, yeah. Gotta be looking fresh. You don't want the ghost seeing you slacking.
Yeah.
Then they're not gonna let you write about them. Oh my god, it's his mouth.
Beautiful. That's a shot right there.
That is pretty cool. That would freak me the fuck out though. Like, I love how well lit this dark and desolate room is.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a picture of that?
She's like, that's a bit much.
At least she's wearing gloves.
Yeah, it's true. Oh my god, is that candy?
Whoa.
Oh my god. Oh my god, is that a razor blade in the candy?
Oh my god. Who
could have seen this coming? I'm looking up the book this is based on. I've read this, like, the #1 book called Forbidden that comes up as that incest book that was on BookTube in the early days.
Oh my god. That? Yeah.
Yeah. I read like a YA Clive Barker series once called The Aberrat or something.
I read like the most popular one. I think it's like the one that Hellraiser is based off of.
Oh, right. They always make them talk like this in movies too. They're like, we really want to differentiate who has money.
Oh my god, that's so bad.
Are you telling me you don't think that's that actress's natural dialect?
The black scent is real.
Like, what these two women are doing is sketch as fuck. Like,
mm-hmm.
You're still gonna do it.
What's crazy is like the accent that she's doing isn't even like, it's like a southern accent and they're in Chicago.
I'm sure she got directed to sound urban. That's what she did. And the directors were like, all black people sound the same. And like, Okay, damn. Oh my god. The book this is based off of only has 307 ratings on Goodreads.
Wow.
And it's set in the 70s.
We should read it.
Yeah. It's a short story.
Mhm.
I don't mean to be rude. Was like screaming at them 5 minutes ago.
I don't mean to be rude, but also you're in my house, so.
But also get out of here. That nice white lady.
Should just sat without being told to.
It's the entitlement. I remember when I saw Black Panther in the theater, like obvious, I saw it opening night, and it was mostly Black people at the theater. And there's like this like one white character in Black Panther, and there's like this scene where they have to like kneel to like one of the tribal leaders, and then when like they're done, like the white guy is one of the people that has to kneel. And they start to stand up, and this guy behind us goes, "Yo, the white boy was real quick to get up." And it was like, because he had to bow to like the Black tribal leader.
He missed a very important monologue, I feel like.
He just says his name. He's like steals kids, and his name's Candyman.
I got it.
There's a lot of important monologues in this film. No, she just says he comes around, like when you summon him, steals kids and like women, and they call him Candyman.
Who is this? Benjamin Franklin?
It's the he just came from the Liberty Bell to do this. I can't wait to review your data. Because as two women, you surely need a man. How on earth will you know if you're right? As the local folk call it. They're gonna tell you the fucking Legend of Candyman so many times in this movie. Here's the important one. We're off to a good start.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'd come back murdering people too. Shit.
Who wouldn't? That's fucked. It's like they don't quite explain how he went from that to like, and then he put razor blades in candy. And he's like, I'm gonna get innovative. Oh, it's so cute. Rottweilers are so cute. Yeah, that's the thing to ask a kid about. This is a child. This is an unattended child.
It's not okay to talk to you, lady.
You're a stranger.
Stranger danger.
But I'm not a cop. The entitlement of this woman. She really is, though. What, like, why is this the hill you're dying on for your thesis?
She's like, Candyman's hot and my husband sucks.
The actress is doing the most that she can with this shitty screenplay. This was another instance if I had to make you think that I didn't dislike the movie. I wasn't gonna be like, I think it's boring as fuck. I was like, I think once he gets there, then it gets moving, but it takes way too long.
I'm not bored. I'm interested.
We all know that I get bored super easy. Just a casual little bonfire.
Interesting.
What is this music?
Royalty free.
Okay. So we got an R slur up in here. Nice. Is she like getting her master's, her doctorate? Like, what is she becoming a doctor of? I have a PhD in urban legends.
Why would Candyman care about that?
It's a great question. Candyman, like, what's the logic there? I can't have my hands, so a child can't have his dick? Like, what? He's like, now you'll never get in trouble for sleeping with a white lady when you grow up. Like, the logic of the movie is flawed. That's why Jordan Peele was like, I gotta make some adjustments. What is she even taking pictures of at this point? Like, this is a brick wall, bitch. Like, it's not significant.
She's just a creep. She's just a creepy lady.
I hate her. There's literally like nothing to see in here.
What even is her name? I don't remember it.
Helen.
Helen.
It's Karen. It's Cheryl.
It's a bathroom, bitch. You expected it to smell good?
And it's like a men's bathroom.
Disgusting.
This is so stupid. Like, what do you think you're gonna see? Like ghosts? Oh, right. This is so gross. I forgot about this.
I'm ready.
Do you see like what's on the blood? There's like maggots and shit.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Yeah, that would horrify me.
Could call that TikTok bee lady.
I know.
Damn.
Get her out here. I hope that kid got an Oscar nomination because can you imagine you come in, this white lady's just taking pictures of a toilet?
Mm.
Like, bitch, that is sketch.
Why would you say that?
Because I think like they hate cops or something.
Yeah, but like, that's the only leverage you have in this situation. I mean, I feel like she kind of deserved that.
Yeah. Damn, that's bad. That is like a bit much. Like, but if you do honestly believe like this guy like murders and tortures your children, I would be irked if a white lady came in and was like, I'm writing a paper. So it's fine. I never understand wearing your scarf around the collar of the coat. Like, what are you achieving then? You know?
Fashion.
Is that what you call that?
That's what she probably calls it.
I don't think we should take anything Helen says seriously. Who the fuck are Jake's parents?
That's a great question. You make that kid a snitch, he's gonna get beat up.
He's like, bitch, you tripping. He's like, that can't be right. What
Can
a
you imagine going home and being excited to be with that?
no. Ew, that's disgusting. Ew, gross. She is really pretty.
Hmm.
The way they're dressing her is not. Oh, good. This same aerial shot from before, the
Oh, yeah.
weird organ music. This music sounds like it belongs in like a vampire film. Like,
Wow.
look at that
Wow, Helen.
self-aware. She was like, I don't know if you know, but I have privilege. Candyman's about to show up.
Oh, hell yeah. What's your friend's name?
I don't remember. Straight women have weird friendships.
Hmm.
Oh, yes, being alone in a parking garage. Such a smart thing to do. Like,
Yeah.
you couldn't wait to do this.
This bitch loves gloves.
Here
Oh,
he is.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh my God, I love him.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, that walk.
That coat.
Every the pants, all of it. He's about to
Hmm.
talk. Uh,
Oh, oh, bitch.
I would be hella concerned. Get in your car.
Yeah, seriously.
Come on. Who is it? She's like, I'm just gonna go. Okay, sure.
Whatever you say,
Like,
Mr. Candyman.
I'd be like, sounds good.
He is very vampire-like, so maybe that's what they were going with.
What?
He is very vampire-like. Maybe that's what they were going with the
I
music.
adore him. Be my victim. Like, okay.
Oh
I don't
shit.
know what happened. Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Is that the dog? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Like you could have just like fucked him and then we wouldn't have had this. Like that's literally like what he's like. Wow, why do you think you're connected mentally? He died for that white woman. Let's all think it through. God, Helen's annoying. God, Helen's annoying. Like, Helen, it's literally all your fault.
Yeah.
God, Helen, shut up. I don't think they say, do you understand after each Miranda right? I think they just read them. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. I'm pretty sure that's not how detectives are supposed to act.
Things are different in the 90s, I guess.
You fucking sicko. Like, he's like, white lady, I gave you a chance. Also, like, she's not even in an interrogation room.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I wonder if, like, they wanted you to root for her when they wrote it. Because it's hard to, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm rooting for Candyman.
Yeah.
He's out fucking a student. Man, if I got a phone call, my mom didn't answer, I'd be like, I don't got a lot of numbers memorized.
Can you imagine them letting a prisoner have a cigarette?
That back in the day, I think you can still smoke in jail.
Like in your cell?
Oh no, like on the jail yard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, not the baby.
He said to her, be my victim. And she said no. And now black people dying. Because she just had to be better.
Also, I don't think they would just let her go.
I think like bail was posted or something. Like she has a trial.
I guess, but
I mean, they're
they
wealthy.
they don't know where the baby is.
They're
Why would they let her go?
They're wealthy white people. So
I know. Like I could understand if like the baby wasn't missing, then like yeah,
Oh, he
whatever.
said she has him in charge, but I think it was they didn't have any proof that they could hold her
Mm.
because there was only proof that she like tackled that woman.
Mm-hmm.
Helen's just like so dumb. Like, why would that be the first thing you do? Like, pick up a meat cleaver and like. Good lawyers, I think, don't care if you did it or not. They just care if they can win. Like, I know some lawyers say not to tell them.
I could not be a lawyer.
Oh no, because I would only want to help good people. Like, what happened before that, Helen? These fucking vests. Ew. Ew. Gross. You chose that. Candyman was right there. Like, Bernadette, that's the from. I really don't even think this movie passes the Bechdel test yet. Because, like, the women been talking about Candyman every time it's just women. Because, like, they talked about a woman getting murdered, but she was getting murdered by Candyman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that underboob shot there.
Mm-hmm. They've been very careful about just barely teasing her nipples.
Yeah. That's and that milky colored bath water that everyone always has.
Mm-hmm.
We're like about halfway through.
Yeah, I could use more Candyman.
Right? Too much of this movie is her. I'm glad she's not in the remake. Wow, bitch, she could have been a photographer. Fucking psycho. Good thing you got all these pictures of a bathroom.
Show those pictures to your lawyer. I'm sure they'll help.
Really work. What, you just have these like 10 pictures? Look like you were taking a million. Like,
Those ones didn't come out.
it's just those few. That horrible selfie. All of this static background noise.
Mm-hmm.
What are we supposed to be looking at?
I have no idea.
Oh, he's there.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for gracing us with your
With your presence. Yes. So we don't have to be with this bitch the whole movie. We're like an hour in and he's only been there like one time. The pacing of this movie is not it.
Mm.
I really do think they like wanted us to root for her. And well, and it's just like it's all her fault though. Like actively all her fault. Was warned many, many times by the people of the community. And people in her own community at this university were like, don't do this. Oh, we all know when a woman opens a medicine cabinet in a horror movie, only good things happen. It's a fact.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Can you just let him kill you, Helen, so you guys can be together in the afterlife? Like, do it. What's the issue?
Just say you believe, Helen. Damn.
Also, like, Helen, put the pieces together. Like, come on. Just say yes. Helen, just die.
We got some labyrinth shit now.
I mean, I want him to narrate my life.
Mm-hmm.
This is the most erotic murder speech. Oh my god, do it. Just let him kill you. What the fuck is the issue, bitch? You're clearly the reincarnation of the white woman he was in love with. Let him kill you, be immortal lovers together. Where's the problem?
Yeah, I mean, your husband sucks. You're on trial for murder. Like,
This would solve your problems. I'd be like, okay. The be my victim.
I mean, he did murder a dog, though. That's not right.
Yeah, that I'd be like, listen, we do need to discuss that.
Go and kill her too, right?
Mm-hmm. He'll kill everyone until Helen dies for him.
Of course.
I wouldn't necessarily give my life for a baby I don't know. But if it was like me or Bridget die for a thing I did, I'd be like, sure. Like Trevor's like, so this one's a little harder for you to explain away. God, shut up, Helen.
I like how most of the cops we've seen have been black. That is a nice touch.
I feel like bees are such a random choice.
Yeah.
Like, what are they representing here in the story?
Maybe it made sense with the short story.
Exactly. sounds great. Especially right now, like do it.
Yeah.
He's so picky.
Stop being selfish, Helen. Damn.
It's literally your fault.
I mean, you could fix it, Helen.
It's like a pretty easy solution, I feel. Like you're probably gonna like go to prison for life. Like I feel like it's kind of hard to get out of that now.
Yeah, you're right. I really don't care about her at all.
Right? Like she's so annoying. It's like I feel like Candyman could do better, honestly.
True.
Like that's the woman you want to be with forever. It's like she let you get brutally murdered in a past life. Now she letting people get brutally murdered in this one.
I mean, that hasn't been a problem thus far, Helen. You think she would have learned from the first time to not grab a weapon?
To not what?
Grab a weapon.
She's so dumb. I think he put the weapon in her hand the second time.
No, I saw her grab it.
No. Oh my God. He's beautiful. Bitch, just. Her voice is so annoying. Like, just kiss him. My God. Like, he was making it easy. Dumb bitch.
It's worse because his voice is so beautiful and
I
like,
know.
and hers is so.
Ew, kids. Sir, you have a regular hand. Okay, I was gonna be like, we don't gotta always.
I don't like that one.
It doesn't have to be the go-to. Look at that gay representation. Nobody cares, Helen. What does it look like, Helen? Yeah, you murdered 2 people. I mean, like she didn't, but like she did. Culpability. Well, that seems inhumane. Helen, fuck you. Can you imagine if Theater But Better did this?
No, I can't imagine it.
Because, like, who could be Helen? Like, who would be annoying enough to do that? I feel like Rebecca could nail Helen.
Oh, Rebecca could nail anything, to be honest.
David would have to be Candyman, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, none of us could get a voice even remotely close enough. Like, I would love to be Candyman, but I could barely do anything that resembled a Beetlejuice voice, let alone this epic voice of Candyman.
I want to be the little kid.
Mac, I can see you just doing the look.
Candyman's gonna get me. How dare you?
Candyman ain't real. I would be Bernadette, but I would just like really play it like I thought she was a fucking idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's not really helpful. Bitch. She's like, just get me a mirror.
That's convenient.
But he's not gonna come when you need him to. He's like, cool. They just picked 5 times because they need to be different than Bloody Mary. He's like, cool, so nothing's happening.
I want a monster where you only have to say it one time. One and done. Like, is this what you wanted, Helen?
Like, what did you think? I mean, he's like, you could have fucked me, but no. Nice. I mean, I don't feel bad that that guy's dead because he works in a mental hospital, which are horrendous places. So
Seems fair. Of course, of course. I would just stay in the restraints.
she can't get him back on. He like cut him.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, it like shows he was murdered with a fucking hook to the back. So I don't really know how they would pin that on her. There's nary a hook in sight.
I'm sure they have video cameras in there.
When you just knock her out with one jump.
Same guy,
The
same.
score of this movie is horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
No one's gonna recognize you now. Couldn't like get a cap or anything. Wow. Cops are so smart. Bitch, it's right on your face. Come on. What is this fucking idolization of Trevor? What help has he been? He was literally cheating on you.
Right now, isn't he?
He was like literally cheating on her when she made her phone call.
He's cheating on her right now, I'd imagine.
Oh, yeah. She's been gone for a month. She's like, what in the fuck is this? It's a real interesting way to paint the edges.
Mm.
It's like, I think you were a killer too, Helen. Think about it. I mean, you were cheating on her though all along, so that is a bit much. Bitch, what are you doing? I mean, it is pretty bad for, I say as if my room's not painted that color. My room's not quite that Pepto-Bismol. I'd be pretty upset too. She's like, I was just trying to paint a wall. Like, just trying to fuck with you. I know.
She's laughing.
She knows how ridiculous this screenplay is.
Mm.
He's like, so I don't believe you. Ma'am, we're gonna need you to get it together. Oh, you finally gonna go die for him? Jeez, it took you long enough. He also like made it to the point where she could have just made out with him, but no. Ooh, look at this establishing shot with this organ music. Yeah, I would go stand out in the open too if I was wanted for first degree murder and I just violently broken out of a mental hospital. That would be my plan.
Mm-hmm. You get it? Because she was falsely accused, like he was.
Oh my god! Parallels, shared trauma. Trauma knows no race. That's the message of the movie. Is we're all one, the human race.
This movie is like, who said white people couldn't be?
It's like, you know, he had consensual sex with the love of his life and then got mutilated and brutally murdered. You violated these people's homes and endangered them. But it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, like, even if someone started doing that, like in my like stupid like suburban neighborhood, like just two people were like creeping around taking pictures of everything, and we're like, "You guys got this killer here?" I'd be like, "Do you live here? Like, this feels like a weird activity to be doing." And if they're like, "No, no, not cops. We're just writing a paper," I'd be like, that makes it weirder, if anything." Can you imagine?
Yeah, anything that requires you to say we're not cops, I feel like maybe not do that thing.
Oh, good. There was just this sex room ready to go.
Mm.
So beautiful. This is more romantic than any of the rooms I've had sex in. Like, why was she putting this off? I don't understand. Like, he left you a hook of your own.
I know.
She
That's
doesn't.
iconic though. That would
She,
be an iconic duo.
I know. I would date Candyman, dumb bitch. The way he just says, "Be my victim," like, oh, that's like Labyrinth. Fear me, love me, do as I say, and I'll be your slave. Same energy. And we
Mm-hmm.
can. We stand a problematic king.
Is Mars still in the chat?
Yeah, she's in class. Like, she just has this on while she's in class.
I feel like she'd dig this if she hasn't seen it already.
I think she would like it okay, like about as much as I do. Like, I like parts of it. I think I'm thinking it's easy to improve on for the remake.
That's true. It is
So
easy
I
to
feel
improve.
like this movie has the bones of a very good concept and is executed horribly.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the remake.
I am so, every time I see a trailer, I'm like, yes.
Is it this week or next week?
Is this week?
Mm,
That's why you picked us to do this week.
that makes sense. I don't know why I asked.
You like really meticulously like picked the movies.
I don't know. Maybe something else happens next week that I needed
Something
to.
really big. Yeah. Next week is Poltergeist Awareness Week, so doing a scary movie. Wow, she really has been running around in those little like kitten flats.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, what you think you gonna kill him? He's dead. How
Stick your hook through his hook and be like,
I understand you now.
we are one.
I do love this end scene between them. It's amazing.
Mm. How could you?
I love him. Why does she suddenly like look so beautiful in these close ups?
I was like, wow.
She turns into like Marilyn Monroe. I gotta look up some fan fiction.
Mm. You should write fan fiction.
I should. With all my free time. Just pop out a Candyman thing.
You could do it.
I'll read some first, get a feel for what the fandom wants. I'm pretty
why are there so many bees? I don't.
because he died by bee sting.
Yeah. But,
She has to die the same way to be like
okay.
him. I'm pretty sure I remember reading that they really had bees in his mouth.
Yeah.
Like these aren't, I don't think these are CGI bees. I'd be like, guess I can't take the role because I'm not doing that. Even if I wasn't allergic, I'd be like, fuck no. I like to appreciate bees from afar. I respect them and what they do from over here away.
They're probably baby bees. They probably use baby bees so that they wouldn't sting anybody.
Yeah, but like still, I don't want to feel that on me. Oh, but she's not dead. Oh my God, it's almost like it was a test, you stupid bitch. Like,
Stop picking up weapons, Helen.
it's almost as if you had just gone with him, you wouldn't have died and nothing bad would have happened. I don't know. Weird. Way to just distrust the black man immediately, Helen. You thought you were so woke. It was always you, Helen. What could that mean? It's almost like she looks exactly like the woman in the painting.
Oh my God.
Oh
Hurry,
my God.
coming.
It's almost like he was in love with you. You stupid bitch. You let him down twice. It also like makes you wonder if he actually does like like she summoned him and he came because it was her and he says that. It makes you wonder if he before Helen summoned him was actually doing all these crimes or if like other people were and they were attributing them to him and that's what kept his memory alive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
obviously that one guy was in the
Yeah, that's what I
development.
mean. Is it makes you wonder is he says like I came because what you're doing makes people not believe in me. Like he's like, and now I must shed innocent blood, which makes it seem like he was not actually committing these crimes. Because, you know, like, why would he commit crimes against Black people when white people killed him? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what kind of
What's the
sense?
question why this child doesn't have a home?
You know, because he just living in them slums and it be like that. Ever seen Les Mis? It's the same vibe. Like,
He was literally to the cop earlier, like, I want to go home. And they
he
just
wanted to
dropped him
go
off.
home to that, like, mattress under the stairs. They're all like, well, time to burn this to the ground. I don't quite get why he did this with the baby. I didn't get it the first time. I'm not getting it now. I guess he's like, well, now if I don't kill this baby, they really ain't gonna think I'm real, and then my ghost is gonna fade. He's like, and I can't bring myself to kill her because I'm in love with her. He's like, or maybe this way, like she's choosing to die, or she's dying by group execution. It's not clear at all, so there's a ton of ways to interpret it. I love that everyone got up for this. They're like, oh my God, what are y'all doing out there? Let's go. I think it's time to get out, Helen. Just die with him. That is not the best way to go, though. I would imagine that hurts more than bee stings. Because like you would pass out sooner from bee stings than from being burned.
That's true.
Why can't you just love him back, you dumb bitch? My God. Also, like, what are you gonna do with your life, Helen? Like, what's the game plan here? He's like, I really gotta die again. That's some bullshit. Candyman gets done so dirty. I just hate the noises she makes. Damn, she's going for it.
Just toss out the baby and then crawl back in.
I know, seriously. Yeah, I don't think you come back from that. I feel bad for him.
Of course, the baby is completely fine.
She like shielded it with her body. I mean, I'm sure it has burns, but like she literally let the fire consume her to save that kid.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if it could be me. Gotta be real. That's a lot. It's a lot of pain. But again, wouldn't be in the situation because I wouldn't have even been doing what she was doing. So
Yeah, I feel bad for Candyman.
I know, right? When he's like, come back to me. This white woman really.
We're fucked up people.
That kid's like, this is sus. This is sus right here. Kid's like, something ain't adding up. I don't trust it. Mara said, I'm having a great time watching this while I'm in class. Culture.
Uh-huh.
I hope that's what I look like in my coffin. Just kidding. I'm an organ donor. So.
Mm.
Oh, so Helen wasn't even an organ donor. Wow. A bitch to the end. He really brought his like teenage girlfriend to his murder wife's funeral. Does she have like no family?
I guess not.
I think it's crazy how much money is spent on coffins. It's a box you put in the ground. Like just like in the olden days, they just like got a regular like pine box, put them in there. Like, what's it matter?
Apparently, people like literally just like unbury the bodies, take the coffins, and resell them.
Ew.
Yeah, I've heard that that's actually a really common practice.
My sister hated this ending.
Yeah, that's a little.
Like she's their savior now. Like
Oh my
she
god.
get it because Candyman was like, "Ooh, our followers," but now they're coming to her, even though this is her fault. Yeah, when we were watching it, my sister went, "Oh my god!"
That's not the best.
They got this kid a nice bow tie. Look what he gonna drop in there. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, it's the hook.
This is a child. How did this? How did this child come?
They're like, she's resting now.
Our savior, our white savior.
Pour one out. Pour one out for Helen, man. Trevor's like, this has been a weird day. He's like, I'm great. Just please don't talk to me. I would feel so weird living there if I was her. Oh, this place where your ex-wife possibly murdered her best friend? yeah, I'll live here with you.
Just paint it pink first.
Wow, look at her fucking nipples. They just be out there.
Yeah,
Good for her.
really cold.
Good. That's the 90s. Wow, he sucks no matter who he's with. That's crazy. Imagine wanting that over Candyman. It's ridiculous. He's like, oh, now he's like, but wait, the black people seem to believe he was real. Why is she hitting her hand with that like blade down?
She's stupid.
They were like, guys, she's not smart. Drive it home. This is hilarious. This is so funny.
She's like, you didn't care about your dead wife before. Why do you care now?
I know. She was like, you were ready to get rid of that bitch. But then suddenly, like, a bunch of fucking apostles and disciples show up in her coffin, and now you're upset. Oh, instead of Candyman.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. I mean, good for her, though.
Yeah.
This is like the one good thing she did. This and saving the baby. Those are her moments.
Mm. Maybe that's the point. Nobody in this character is like good or bad.
I hope Candyman's just like waiting outside in the car. He's like, I picked us up coffee while you did this. Oh, and now it's gonna look like she killed him. There she is now in like a Jesus like mural that they painted for her.
Interesting.
Is she their savior? And is she white?
Yeah. Wow.
What'd
He
you
just
think?
gets the big whole sculpture and she gets all that.
Yeah. He got like that lame ass graffiti and she's got like a fucking stained glass window artwork over here. They literally like painted her as Jesus. They literally look at that.
Oh my god.
This feels like a hate crime.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I also just feel bad that like a lot of black people probably like related to this movie because this is like the best they got at the
No,
time.
that's what I mean. Is like I was looking it up and like after I watched it, like my sister was so mad and was like, "This is horrendous, white savior." But I like had heard about how it was like this big influential film in horror cinema, and it's like it is sad that it's not even that long ago. Like this is only like 2 years before I was born, 3 years before you were born, and that this was like as great as it could be. When you think about it, like people attribute now like Jordan Peele stuff as being groundbreaking. Like that's why I think it's perfect that Jordan Peele is the one who's redone it.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't
Okay.
want anybody else to do
Well, that's enough of that.
it. Yeah.
I'm exiting out of my very legal tab I was watching that on.
Uh-huh.
Tamar and whoever tunes in the future, Candyman.
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 We're not out of mirror, so I'm still not doing it again. So if we do it alternating, doesn't count. So we're gonna go record the episode now. It'll be out on Friday, as will the remake, which I'm gonna go see this weekend. Are you?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I saw a new trailer for it this morning, and my mom was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Candyman."
Candyman. Candyman.
Anyway, all right. All right. See, follow us everywhere. Nothing scares us. NothingScaresUs.com. Subscribe to this channel. And we'll see you guys later.